So Master Splinter finally admits that she shows favoritism. Evelyn is still crying, still trying to play the victim as if she don't know what the hell she did. Jennifer is getting on Jackie's nerves. Jackie is getting on my nerves. And Malaysia, she just looks like a stuffed butterball turkey and she needs to quit with the work. Let's get into the review. What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for another review of Basketball Wives Season 9, Episode 3. So let's get right on into this review, honey. So we open up with, first of all, I just want to say, last week's episode of Basketball Wives came in with a whopping 400,000 viewers. More than half of the viewership from last year. So that just lets you guys know that everybody that said they wasn't going to watch, they did not. The only reason why me, Terrence, Bundy, Jamie, most of us are reviewing this show is because y'all asked us to. And I know that all of you guys want us to read these hoes. And they're all readable. Every single one of them. So it is what it is. So I just had to throw that in because Shaunie told us not to be so damn invested in the show. And now that she said that, no one is invested. So basically the bitches, yes, bitches, because they don't deserve no other name. They arrive into the mansion, okay? You know, Evelyn got her mansion. She got her pack of bullies and followers in the house with her. And you basically got the outcasts, Jackie, Jennifer, and OG in another house. So as they're in the house, Shaunie and Evelyn, they ask Malaysia, has she talked to Jackie? Malaysia said that she has not talked to Jackie. She just said that she needs to keep her kids' names out of her mouth. And her whole issue is she doesn't think that Jackie started the rumor or made it up, but it's the fact that she decided to share it with the women instead of her. Okay, that's understandable. I said that from the very beginning, Malaysia. That's very much so understandable. But if that is really your friend, you would try to talk to your friend and talk about the issue and just let her know what it is instead of sitting up there. Because you see, you mad at her as if she's the one who started the rumor in the first place. This anger that you got towards her doesn't seem like, okay, she didn't really start it. She just didn't mention it to me, but she mentioned it to everybody else. You're angry with her as if she's the one that spreaded the rumor when that's not the case. All you have to do is check her about talking about it with the other women and left it at that, and y'all could have moved on from there. But instead, you want to be a bitch for the sake of being a bitch for these other women who could care less about your ass. Okay, that's number one. Who could really care less about you. Who you trying to show off for all of them. You know what I'm saying? And this been your ride or die for so long that you refuse to see what it is. Like, no, I can't get with it. Can't get with it. Can't get with it at all. So, of course, Jackie's already at the house. Jennifer and OG arrive, and they start talking about babies. You know, OG is ready to have a baby with Kwame. I don't know if Kwame is ready to have a baby with her, but that's a whole nother story, child. So then they start talking about OG's relationships with the ladies. Now, Jackie is annoying me, okay? Because she's really trying to push this thing about her making amends with these women. But my thing about it is, if anybody needs to make amends with anybody, these women needs to make amends with her, because they're the ones that treated her a certain type of way and made her the exception to the rule. Like, that's my whole thing. And I've been seeing these ignorant ass comments on Twitter all night long talking about, oh, she's just ugly. It's just because she's ugly. It ain't got nothing to do with colorism. And even if that is true, there's still a fucked up way to treat somebody because they don't look up to the way that you want them to look. That means they deserve to be treated some kind of way. That's some fucking bullshit, okay? And all of you bitches that's on Twitter, you know, succumbing to this type of thought process, y'all are full of shit, okay? And y'all are just as ugly as y'all say OG is. All of y'all full of shit, and y'all stupid as a motherfucker for y'all to be going along with that. So what if someone is not attracted to you? That does not mean that you have the right to treat them a certain type of way because they're quote unquote unattractive. But yet it's still like, I don't like that, because I see this shit all the time. An attractive person can come out and be an asshole to motherfuckers and treat people any kind of way and bully them. But But if someone that you deem unattractive does the same thing, it's an issue. They're aggressive. They're a horrible person. But someone that you want to fuck on, or somebody that is appealing to look at to you, can do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's bullshit to me. And that's exactly how y'all treating OG, because she didn't look up to par the way y'all felt that she should have. She didn't dress the way that y'all did. Y'all treating her the same way that y'all treated Royce. All y'all had against Royce was the fact that she didn't know how to dress. Her hair was not the way that y'all would have it. Like, that's why y'all treated her like that. It's the same damn shit. And it's bullshit to me. And Jackie is stupid as fuck if she really believes that anybody needs to run up to them and try to be cool with any of them after the way that they treated her. Fuck them. Like, no bullshit. Fuck them. Like, are you serious right now? Like, no. Jackie don't do nothing but kiss ass and lick ass. That's why Tammy said what the fuck she said before.
Jackie fake.
So Kristen and Liza, they arrive to the house. Everybody's mixing and mingling, and then Evelyn wants to know where the hell is Phoebe. Shout out to Color Me Pink for that. Phoebe is it. So she calls Febreze on the phone, and Fabuloso lets her know that she got exposed to somebody that had COVID-19, and she's quarantining right now. And of course, Evelyn Lasagna is in her feelings about it, because I think her stepfather died from COVID. He never recovered. So she's very much so worried about Fabuloso and everything that she got going on with her. Once again, Jackie and Jennifer and OG talks about the issues amongst the group. OG's whole thing is, you know, she's the exception to the rule. These girls can do whatever the hell they want to do, and nobody says anything about it. But when she does it, she got to be, you know, removed. She got to be separated from everybody. Nobody wants to film with her, and it's really ridiculous. But everybody wants to be up Shaunie and Evelyn's ass. And Shaunie, at this point, Evelyn has been the most aggressive from the very beginning. And, you know, Jackie wants Jennifer to sit down and talk to these girls, but Jennifer really ain't trying to talk to them. And y'all know that I don't fuck with Jennifer, but that's the same type of energy I would have. Like, fuck them bitches, I don't want to talk to them. Because at the end of the day, like, at the end of it all, like, girl, bye. Like, what the fuck I'm talking to you hoes for anyway? Like, like, it is what it is. Like, y'all don't give a fuck about me. Y'all ain't trying to talk to me. Y'all ain't really interested in mending no fences with me. So what the fuck am I trying to mend any fences with you bitches for? Like, fuck y'all. Like, straight up. Like, and Jackie just so thirsty to be cool with everybody that she really trying to, like, I get it, but you can't force something where it don't fit. And this right here just don't fit. Any piece between these broads just don't fucking fit, and you know it. You've been in that position, but you so glad to be on everybody else's side that, girl, this is what pisses me off with Jackie. And trust to get mad when Jennifer don't want to have no conversation with them. You can't force it. Like, straight up. So Liza, aka Liza Lamar, sitting up here talking to Shaunie about this college fund money. At this point, she finna be talking about every fucking scene this chick gonna have is Lamar, 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 Lamar. I'm going to talk about Lamar. Lamar's going to be my whole fucking storyline. I'm so fucking boring that I got to spill tea on Lamar all damn season. I'm here to tear down Lamar and make him look horrible. I'm here to talk about this college fund money that I'm really not pressed about. I just need something to talk about on the show. Like, I'm already over you already. Bye-bye. So Jackie brings her ass over to the house or whatever, and the tension is already thick. Soon as she comes in, Malaysia gets her stuffed bear looking ass, beanbag chair made ass out of the damn living room where everybody else is. So Evelyn shows Jackie around the house, of course, and after she shows them around the house, shows Jackie around the house, they come back, and then Kristen reveals that she wants to have a conversation with OG. She wants to have some kind of understanding with OG and try to understand this colorism situation that she had with her, because she doesn't get why she feels that she experienced colorism due to the fact that they're both the same shade of melanin. You know what I mean? And it's just like, Kristen don't get it. I mean, it's not really just about the fact that you are the same complexion. It's more so about the facial features, like OG said. You're visually appealing, so they're not gonna come at you like that. But OG has a different look from the rest of you guys. And a lot of people would say that she's ugly. I've never said that she was ugly. I think that she makes bad choices with her styling, but I never said that she was ugly. Never thought she was ugly. But at the end of the day, that's just what it is. When you see a woman like you and you see a woman like OG, they're going to always find you desirable and find her undesirable. I've seen it so many times. And at the end of the day, that's just what it is. As fucked up as it is, that's what it is. So it's more to it than that. And you got to understand that. And so Evelyn starts crying because she's talking about she feels like Kristen talking to OG really don't make any sense. At the end of the day, she's going to think whatever she want to think. She's going to do whatever she want to do. And she's going to find a way to make it worse off than what it is. And then she started crying about being called a racist and a colorist and saying that people were threatening to kill her and all this other stuff. Girl, you been getting threats. Girl, you were getting threats when you was hopping across tables and stuff. Like, no, a lot of bitches wanted to fight you when you was out here bullying other bitches. Like just shut the fuck up. At the end of the day, you did this to yourself when you decided to post a picture, post that gif of a monkey when you were talking about OG. And you knew exactly what you were doing and you thought that you would get away with it because you've been getting away with a lot of shit for so long. But you didn't get away with it this time. So now you crying tears. Girl, fuck you and your tears. And fuck the troll that frequents my page every week, every time I talk about it. Fuck you too. I said what the fuck I said. Fuck Evelyn, okay? Fuck her. This is the fuck Evelyn zone. And if you don't like it, bye, okay? Because it's always going to be fuck Evelyn over here, bitch. Now, Shaunie says that it's not colorism when it comes down to OG. Now, if she said favoritism, then she can understand that because Evelyn is her best friend. So you finally admit that you show favoritism. You finally admit that you show favoritism. You finally admit that you show favoritism. So basically what you're saying is you don't give a fuck about Evelyn hopping across tables. You don't give a fuck about Evelyn throwing drinks in people's faces because that's your best friend and you favor her. But when OG does it, she's a menace to society. So we get it. You only been saying what the fuck we been saying, bitch. So you been knowing that you show favoritism. Reasons why you should not be on this cast. Reasons why you shouldn't even be working behind the scenes. Because at the end of the day, if you just sit up here and own up to the fact that you show favoritism between these bitches, that lets me know a whole lot, bitch. Like, fuck Master Splinter. I can't stand Shaunie. That right there lets me know that she been full of shit from the very beginning. Although we've already been saying that Evelyn can do whatever she wants. She's never going to be held accountable. But everybody else can be held accountable for every fucking thing that they do. You know what I mean? If you're going to be a boss, bitch, be one. If you're going to say you're that bitch like you told Brandy, then be that bitch. But at the end of the day, you full of shit. You need a laxative, bitch. You full of it. You full of it and you've been full of it. I don't even see how you walk around with all that shit stuck up your ass. I don't see how, because you've been full of shit. That's just number one. You've been it. So, girl, bye. Fuck you. So then Shaunie, Evelyn, and Malaysia and Kristen, they all discuss Jackie and OG, and they just, you know, want to see if things can go in the right direction. Because I think Kristen at this point is gone to go see OG at Jackie's house. You know what I'm saying? Malaysia was like, she can only move forward with Jackie unless she gives her an apology. Girl, fuck you. Shaunie said that she's willing to see her side. Evelyn says that Jackie is really pushing to try to get everybody together, but we shall see. No, you don't want to see. You already filed a lawsuit against this woman because she told the truth about your ass. Like, bitch, bye. Fuck you. So Jackie comes back to the house and she tells Jennifer and OG that Kristen and Shaunie are willing to talk to OG, okay? And when it comes down to it, Jennifer is over it. Like, she feels like there's no kumbaya with these other women. She already knows that they're full of shit and she doesn't want to have nothing to do with them. Jackie's trying to push the issue. You can't push nobody to be cool with somebody, Jackie. Like, you just can't. Like straight up, like, it's bullshit. You can't make these women you can't make this woman be cool with them. Like, they all have a lot to talk about. But if a bitch ain't willing to talk to them, then she's just not willing to talk to them. I'm not talking about lies and this fucking college money again. Like, fuck her and that money. And girl, like, fuck you. So, Kristen and OG finally have a conversation. OG did kind of school Kristen on certain things. I do think that Kristen was willing to talk to OG, but I think that OG was so passionate about everything that happened to her that she really wasn't hearing Kristen at all. But at the same time, I totally understand OG, because as an Aquarius, when we're passionate about something and when our mind is made up about something, it's really hard for us to fold on that. And she feels like, you know, she experienced colorism. She said everything that she experienced. So, but I do think that the VH1 producers on the other hand was still trying to, you know, diminish what she was saying. Like, they showed all these dumbass clips that wasn't supporting what she was saying. She probably experienced a lot more colorism outside of the cameras too. Like, who knows? But I think those flashbacks that they show really didn't support her point at all, because even I was kind of puzzled. But at the same time, you really can't tell nobody what the hell they experienced. If OG experienced colorism, then that's what she experienced. We can't say that. Now, we can apologize for making someone feel as though you were discriminating against them for the color of their skin. You can do that, but you can never take away their experience. And that's just really what it is. Like I said, I'm ignorant to the colorism thing. I've always said so. I've been accused of being a colorist before. I was accused of it during my Real Housewives of Potomac video. And it wasn't because of the fact that I called anybody ugly. I just didn't like Wendy. And people called me colorist just because I didn't like her. And I'm just like, well, because I don't like her, that makes me colorist? Like, no, I don't like Giselle, and she's a light-skinned bitch. So what the fuck am I being called colorist for? So, I mean, colorism can come in many different forms, just like racism can come in many different forms, just like homophobia can. And you just have to educate yourself on the situation. But after the conversation, it was pretty clear that Kristen and OG weren't going nowhere. But Jennifer did come in and say that everybody tries to make OG out to be so aggressive, but you got people throwing tables, you got people throwing drinks, jumping off of tables, and they're never held accountable for it. And that is all facts. Evelyn can throw a drink, it's fine. Malaysia can throw a table, that's fine. But yet and still, everybody sits up and try to make OG the aggressor. Jackie tried to jump in and say, well, I've been called all of those things when I've got mad. Yeah, that's true, Jackie, but ain't nobody tried to sit you in another room at the reunion. Ain't nobody tried to not film with you. Ain't nobody tried to keep up this notion that you are aggressive, you're a danger to the girls, you're a menace to society. Like, that's what they were doing. So it's not the same damn thing, Jackie, and you got to stop trying to make it the same damn thing, because that's not what it is. Like, at all. That's not what it is, and I wish you would stop. So Kristen goes and tells the girls about her conversation with OG, and pretty much that conversation that she had with them lets Shaunie know that she can't have a conversation with OG. So you needed Kristen to have a conversation with OG for you to have a conversation with OG. You never intended on having no conversation with that broad anyway. Like, fuck you, Shaunie. Jennifer and OG pretty much annoys Jackie. She called them two negative Nancys, but you can't make, like I said, you cannot make them want to make things right with these bitches after they've been mistreated by them. But you know, all I care about is OG. I could give a fuck about Jennifer though, because she's a fake ass bitch. As y'all know, she already turned on OG already, and guess where she's at? Back friends with Evelyn. Such a fake ass bitch, okay? Straight up. With that being said, y'all, this is my review on Basketball Wives. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's all at the bottom. To my next video, I'll holla. Peace out.